MTN SME Hub. Link to growth. Link to success. Link to the ultimate resource for business advice and insights.
Welcome back to the Big Small Business Show. In studio with us, we've got Rhulani Hlungwani. She is the MD of Bold Pearl. And we're talking about, right now, the question that I'm trying to get to is, what business are you in? And now I can understand that you are in 3 different businesses. So if I said to you now, what are your next 3 big investment decisions, whether it's investing in a new property, a new machine? What are your as Bold Pearl, what do you think your next 3 biggest investment decisions will be?
So I think, like I said, I feel like I'm running 2 different businesses. So when I look at Giyani, I see a big showroom where people can walk in and be able to choose what they want, and we manufacture within the shortest period of time in our factory. However, when I look at Centurion, I see us manufacturing for big franchise furniture stores. So to answer your question, I would like the CNC machine. That will be one of the biggest things because it's going to help us with the speed. Because either ways, whether I go into Giyani or Centurion, we will need that machine to be able to fast forward or to increase the speed of manufacturing. That's the first thing. The second thing is I will need more sewing machines. That's the second investment. But not just any ordinary sewing machine. An industrial machine that can do double stitches, because currently the beautiful furniture that is out, or couches that are out now, they've got double stitches, and currently we do it manually. Lastly, I've just recently invested in a shredding machine that so all our offcuts in foam or sponge, we shred it and we sell it. But some of it we do pillows and dog bed. However, the machine that we have is a very small machine, and we've got a lot of cut-offs. So I will want to invest in a big machine to be able to not have wastage.
I asked you about Giyani. I said, how would they compete? Now, I'm saying, on what basis are you competing now? Are you competing in Giyani because you're just the only one there and you're first to market? Or are you competing on some other differentiator? Speed is the speed of manufacturing?
Well, there are other small guys that are there in Giyani that just started. But what I like about it is that majority of them, I trained them. They used to be my employees. So speed, it's the biggest thing. Reliability. Most people that are in the industry, which is one of the things that made me start with the manufacturing of couching, it was because of the frustration where most of these businesses are not formalized. So they take the money and they go buy material and then they do someone else's couch. So reliability, it's the second thing for us. Thirdly, it's the opportunity to be able to choose what you want. When you get to, choice. When you get to big franchises, you can't choose. If you get there and the couch that you like is in brown and you want it in black, there's nothing you can do except to take it and bring it to our office.
Okay, so now we've got manufacturing for sale, manufacturing for rent.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you've got the upholstering, which is the fixing of somebody else's furniture.
Yes.
Of the 3, which has got the highest margin for the business, for Bold Pearl? Which do you make the most profit on?
It's repairing other people's furniture.
Okay.
Yeah.
So number 2, which of the 3 is growing the fastest?
Centurion. It's new furniture from scratch. Giyani, it's still the repairing of furniture.
But which one is growing fastest out of the 3?
It's definitely repairing of furniture.
Is growing the fastest?
Yeah, it's growing the fastest.
Okay. And which one do you enjoy the most?
It's designing new furniture, designing new pieces and just playing around them.
And which one do you have the lowest level of competition in? Because you'll have competition in all, but
I think it's manufacturing new furniture, because it's pieces that we come up with. So I've seen there's a new chair, we call it a petal chair, that we just started manufacturing, I think late last year. Now I start seeing it, people in China Mall, they've cloned it and they're selling it, and they're even using our pictures. So I think that's where our strongest point is.
And out of the three, you speak about rent. I haven't heard you speak too much about the rental now.
Mm-hmm.
Was that just opportunistic, or is it a really big part of the business?
Okay, so when Ball Pal started, we were renting out furniture.
Yeah.
It's still 60% of our profit.
Uh-huh.
Yes. So when we don't have much orders, we manufacture as much as we can. So we don't stop production because we don't have big orders. So we manufacture and we take it to mid-rent, and it keeps on renting out. So when it breaks, it goes back to the factory, we fix it, and it goes back to rental. So it's still 60% of our income currently.
Of your income or your profit? Or your profit?
Income.
Income.
Yes.
And profitability as a percentage? If you had to look at the three, just what the three contribute to the bottom line, what percentage?
I would say rental, because you can be able to, a couch, you can be able to rent it maybe 4 times and then make your money and still rent it. Unless if there's cigarette butts, then you have to fix it. But you can be able to rent it as much as you can. I currently have some of the furniture that I started with in 2013 when I started, and it's still giving me money. Even though it's fully depreciated, it still gives me money.
Okay, and is there bad debt in that space?
No, it's a cash business. So clients will come in, pay deposit, and say on a certain date, this is what I want. We go deliver and pick up. Before we deliver, I normally joke with my clients to say that my bank account is connected to my ignition, my truck ignition. So the truck doesn't leave the office until you've paid the balance, then we deliver.
Okay, I think I've got enough to think through this and to the question, which was really around the question was, I mean, you used the word strategies.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to try and redefine that. And your question was, how do I make it one?
Yeah.
So stay tuned for the next segment, where I'm going to give Rhulani some things to think about. Stay tuned.
MTN SME Hub, link to business success.